Said of Ebenezer Scrooge that he knew how to keep Christmas well.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at memorable hero turns from movie villains. This list only counts movies where they change teams in the same film. Spoiler alert is in effect. Number 10, Luke Hobbs, Fast 5.
We find them, we take them as a team, and we bring them back. And above all else, we don't ever let them get in the cars. Crime scene's 10 hours old and counting, men. Let's go hunt.
One of the most memorable villains of the Fast franchise, Luke Hobbs is a member of the Diplomatic Security Service. His focus, determination, and muscles make him a nightmare for the Fast crew. Hoping to bring them down, Hobbs initiates some thrilling chases against Dom and Brian. This all changes as the agent loses his own teammates and unites with his targets to fight a common enemy. After the final heist, The Rock's character even lets the protagonists go altogether.
The way I see it, you've earned yourself 24 hours. Money stays, though. If I were you, I'd use the time. Make peace with whatever demons you got left.
It's far-fetched maybe, but the cast makes all of these enjoyable twists feel compelling and earned. Always entertaining, Johnson makes a great addition to the series and gives his role an added edge.
Come on, Age, it's a lot of heat.
I'll see you soon, Toretto.
Number 9, Jason Dixon, 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. When Mildred Hayes puts up billboards in response to lack of progress in the investigation of her daughter's death, Officer Jason Dixon lashes out against the mother's criticism.
Advertising, I guess?
Advertising what?
Something obscure?
Sam Rockwell gives this evil character a shred of humanity to explore, making Dixon's eventual change of heart more believable. A letter with good advice from his chief helps him come around to the idea that he can reform himself.
Good luck to you, Jason. You're a decent man, and yeah, you've had a run of bad luck. But things are gonna change for you. I can feel it.
He eventually helps Hayes and tries to find her daughter's killer. By the finale, he puts aside some of his anger in order to become an unlikely confidant to Hayes.
I'm sorry I got your hopes up.
That's all right. That's all right. At least I had a day of hoping, and that's more than I've had for a while.
Some view his redemption arc as deeply flawed, but it remains an ambitious and controversial choice in an award-winning movie. Number 8, The Beast, Beauty and the Beast. It's easy to forget how awful this villain is during the first half of Beauty and the Beast.
I thought I told you to come down to dinner.
I'm not hungry.
You'll come out or I'll break down the door!
After all, he imprisons Belle's father and later the heroine herself. The latter's status changes from an inmate into a romantic interest courtesy of the captor's ongoing journey. While he wants to fight his curse, the antagonist also grows a heart thanks to some quality time with his future partner.
I've never seen so many books in all my life.
You like it?
It's wonderful.
Then it's yours.
Oh, thank you so much.
His stubbornness eventually softens after a dance number and a final fight scene, proving himself to be heroic after all. Beast returns to his human form and earns the right to be with Belle. Number 7, Marcellus Wallace, Pulp Fiction.
He hit you, and then he crashed into that car.
Who?
Him.
Looming over multiple plots in this crime film, Marcellus Wallace orders people around for much of Pulp Fiction. He's also the direct antagonist of Bruce Willis's Butch Coolidge, as the latter chooses to not throw a fight. The boxer later runs into Wallace, fights him, and then becomes a prisoner with him. This cruel twist of fate leads the gangster to reconsider his entire life.
I tell you what now between me and you. There is no me in you.
Coolidge decides to help free his former enemy, later settling his differences with his nemesis. The evil character then offers the fighter a chance to leave town as a sign of good faith.
Pump the bags. If we don't split right now, we're gonna miss the train. Come on, be downstairs.
Is everything well?
Just come on, no talking now.
This sequence might not have changed either man's worst habits, but it shows that even a killer can show some compassion. Number 6, Vikas Vandemerwa, District 9.
It is to move 1.8 million prawns from their present home in District 9 to a safer and better location.
Vikas Vandamerwa is chosen to lead an effort to relocate aliens from the titular camp to a new location. He starts out as a corporate drone full of prejudice for the extraterrestrials, but he changes his tune when an accident makes him one of them.
Good broad, man. I'll shoot a pig. I'll shoot, sir. Listen, I'll shoot a pig again for you. I'll pull the trigger, but I'm not shooting that prawn. You hear me?
Going through a physical and emotional evolution, the villain gets help from the species that he once despised. He's nowhere near perfect, and the film continues to outline that as it builds towards a violent climax. But at the conclusion, the man becomes a hero as he helps alien Christopher Johnson fly to safety.
People everywhere across Johannesburg are flooding the streets, are pouring out of their offices, and all eyes are pointing up towards the sky on this momentous day.
Sometimes heroes emerge from the worst people, and District 9 certainly illustrates that point. Number 5. Gru, Despicable Me.
We stole the Statue of Liberty! The small one from Las Vegas.
In this story about a supervillain, Gru establishes himself as a master of his craft. But his villainy then becomes actively tested by 3 unlikely characters.
Hi, I'm Margot. This is Edith, and that's Agnes.
Trying to take down a rival, the evil master kidnaps a trio of girls that turn him into a more paternal person. He welcomes the kids into his life, lab, and plans in such a way that he comes to look at them as daughters. From this disarming development, the lead comes to realize that he has another side to him, ultimately sending him into uncharted territory as a devoted father.
Thought he was happy as he could be. Then 3 little kittens came around and turned his whole life upside down.
And he's as surprised as anyone else at this change. Number 4. Loki, Thor Ragnarok.
Behold! Thor! Odin's son!
You had one job.
Known as the god of mischief, Loki doesn't exactly have a reputation for being trustworthy or heroic. He keeps this reputation going for much of Thor Ragnarok until a new threat emerges. Returning to help his brother, the villain agrees to put aside his differences with Thor for the good of Asgard.
I think we should disband the Avengers.
Hit it with a lightning blast.
I just hit it with the biggest lightning blast in the history of lightning. It did nothing.
This prompts a climactic conflict between the deity siblings and their long-lost sister, Hela. Underneath the horns, the entertaining antagonist has a beating heart and a conscience after all. Tom Hiddleston's charming performance also ensures that the baddie doesn't seem all that awful by the end.
Ragnarok. Search his crown, the vault. It's the only way.
Bold move, brother. Even for me.
Number 3. The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I'm going to whisper so that by the time my voice reverberates off the walls and gets back to me, I won't be able to hear it.
You're an idiot!
Adapting Dr. Seuss into a live-action film, director Ron Howard and Jim Carrey show that the Grinch continues to inspire audiences. This is partly due to the character's dramatic change of heart. At first, his lonely, bitter personality inspires him to ruin Christmas for Whoville. After discovering that the citizens don't care about their gifts, the villain's heart literally grows.
And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
The emotional shift works especially well with Carrey's strong performance. Finding friends in the people he once hated, the Grinch changes forever after realizing the power of community.
I did it! I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas. And I'm sorry.
Howard's sure, commanding direction makes you laugh, cry, and feel for the antihero all the way through. Number 2. Darth Vader. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Your thoughts betray you. Your feelings for them are strong. Especially for sister.
After the troubling events of The Empire Strikes Back, this sequel finds Luke Skywalker confronting his father Darth Vader and the Emperor. The evil Emperor gets Luke where he wants him and prepares to finish him off. But this is more than Vader can stand. His fatherly instincts kick into high gear, and he saves his son by putting an end to his boss in a heroic sacrifice. The Skywalkers then have one last conversation that tugs the heartstrings. Taking his father's helmet off, Luke finds the humanity behind his dad's villainous armor.
You were right about me. Tell your sister. You were right.
It's a moving transformation for a character considered among the most feared in the galaxy.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Scrooge, A Christmas Carol.
I wish to be left alone. Since you asked me what I wish, gentlemen, that is my answer. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry.
In one of Charles Dickens' most famous tales, Ebenezer Scrooge hates everything and everyone around him. There are many iterations of Scrooge's redemption story, but we've gone with the George C. Scott classic. This master actor inhabits the character fully and makes the case for why his name is synonymous with negativity, greed, and unhappiness.
I asked to see some emotion in connection with this man's death. You show me only greed and avarice. Let me see some tenderness, some depth of feeling.
It's only through the help of 3 ghosts that he realizes the errors of his ways and emerges as a kinder, more caring human being. The finale of the story is a source of endless inspiration, proving that there is hope for everyone.
Of course it's still in force. Hurrah! I was sure that one day...
You were sure, were you? Well, apparently you were right. Yes, I should like to dine with you and your friends.
Taking to heart the lessons learned during his journey with the spirits, the main character stands as one of the best examples of a changed man. Did we forget any notable transformations for film villains? Let us know in the comments below.
Only seconds to go.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.